If you have lumbar spinal stenosis, the hardest part of exercise is not the movement. It's getting down on the floor and then back up again. That stiffness, limb mobility, and leg pain is exactly why this chair-based routine works so well. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 seated mobility exercises designed specifically to relieve stenosis related to back stiffness and leg pain safely, often bringing noticeable relief in minutes. You'll do everything from a chair. And if you stay until the end, I'll also show you 2 bonus decompression exercises. One you can do right in the chair, and one optional relief position you can do on the floor when you're ready for it, and only when it feels safe for you. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Dr. Kevin Wafer, a chiropractor in Houston, Texas. This routine is set up to progress in a clear sequence, so each exercise moves from easier to slightly more advanced. Please make sure you have a sturdy, comfortable chair, move at your own pace, and listen to your body. I'll guide you through all the repetitions, sets, and hold times, and how often to do each exercise. Follow along with me and feel free to return to this video daily so you can use it as a daily exercise guide. Let's start with the first exercise because this one sets the foundation for everything that will follow, and it directly targets what makes lumbar spinal stenosis feel so stiff and restrictive in the first place. If your back feels locked up, especially after sitting or first thing in the morning, this movement is designed to gently restore motion without forcing anything. Let's start with exercise number 1. This is the seated cat-camel with emphasis on the cat position. We start here because it directly targets the stiffness and restriction caused by spinal stenosis, especially after sitting or first thing in the morning. This movement helps restore motion gently without forcing your spine. For lumbar stenosis, flexion-based movements like this are especially beneficial because they counter the arching position that narrows the spinal canal. When you round your lower back, you create more space for the nerves. This is why many people notice a subtle sense of relief or an unfolding feeling within just a few repetitions. Sit comfortably on a chair with your feet flat on the ground and your hands resting on your thighs. As you exhale, gently tuck your chin toward your chest and slowly round your lower back, pushing your hands slightly forward, as if you're creating space between each segment of your spine. Focus on the movement coming from your lower back, not just your shoulders. This is the cat position. Hold here for 3 seconds while breathing calmly, then slowly return to a neutral seated posture. Perform 10 slow, controlled reps for 1 set. Move slowly and stay within a comfortable range. This exercise can be done once a day, and many people find it especially helpful in the morning to reduce stiffness before starting their day. What you should notice is a gradual reduction in back stiffness and an easier ability to sit upright afterwards. This exercise helps prepare your spine for the next movement by improving joint mobility and reducing protective muscle tension that often builds up with lumbar stenosis. Think of this as waking the spine up gently rather than stretching it aggressively. Once the spine starts to move and soften from this position, it becomes more easier to take advantage of deeper decompression moves. That's where the next movement comes in, using this flexion to ease pressure in the lower back and legs. Exercise number 2 is the seated knee to chest stretch. This exercise builds on the flexion you just created and focuses on easing pressure that often sits deep in the lower back and can travel to the legs with lumbar stenosis. The seated knee to chest helps decompress the joints in the lower spine and improve circulation around irritated nerves. Because you're staying seated, it remains safe and controlled without the stress of getting down on the floor. Many people notice a sense of relief almost right away, especially if their legs feel heavy or tight. Sit upright in your chair with both feet flat on the floor and your back relaxed. Gently lift one knee and hold it either over the knee or under the thigh, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Slowly draw the knee towards your chest while allowing your lower back to round slightly. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your neck neutral, and your breathing calm. Hold this position for 10 seconds, then slowly lower your leg back down and switch sides. Perform 10 reps per side for 1 set. This exercise can be done once or twice a day, especially during times when leg symptoms or back pressure are more noticeable. And as you do this, you may feel pressure easing in the lower back or reduction in leg pain. This is a sign you're creating space where the nerves need it the most. After both sides are done, your spine is not only more mobile, but also less compressed. With that pressure reduced, we can now start addressing areas that contribute to uneven stiffness and pinching, especially side to side. This is where the next movement becomes very important. Exercise number 3 is seated lumbar side flexion. At this point, your spine is already more flexible and less guarded, which makes it easier to address side-to-side stiffness. This matters for lumbar stenosis because nerve pressure can be worse on one side, creating sharp or pinching discomfort in the lower back, hip, or leg. Seated lumbar side flexion helps open up the nerve exit spaces one side at a time. By gently bending sideways while staying seated, you reduce compression without stressing the spine. This is especially helpful if your symptoms tend to be stronger on one side. Sit tall in a chair with both feet flat on the ground and your weight evenly balanced. Slowly lean your upper body to one side, reaching your hand toward the floor while keeping both sit bones on the chair. Avoid twisting or leaning forward. Hold that position for 3 seconds, then return to center and repeat on the other side. Perform 10 reps per side for one set, moving slowly and staying relaxed. This exercise can be done once or twice a day, depending on how your back and legs feel. You may notice a decrease in sharp pain or pinching as you alternate sides. This exercise helps restore balance to the spine and prepares it for movements that combine multiple directions safely. Once the side-to-side tension starts to ease, the spine is ready to move into a deeper flexion pattern that continues relieving pressure while improving overall mobility. This is where the next exercise fits in. Exercise number 4 is the seated toe touch. With side-to-side tension reduced, we can now move into a deeper flexion position that continues to open the spine. This exercise builds on everything you've done so far and focuses on creating length through the lower back while also addressing tightness that can pull on the pelvis and worsen spinal stenosis. The seated toe touch allows the spine to flex in a controlled, supported way. It also stretches the hamstring, which contributes to back stiffness and leg symptoms. Because you stay seated, you can go only as far as it feels comfortable and stop before any strain. Sit near the edge of a chair with both feet flat on the ground and your knees comfortably bent. Slowly roll your upper back forward one segment at a time, letting your arms reach towards your ankles or the floor. Allow your head, neck, and shoulders to relax as your lower back gently rounds. Hold the bottom position for 3 seconds, then slowly return to an upright position. Perform 10 slow reps for one set, focusing on smooth, controlled movement rather than depth. This exercise can be done once or twice a day. You may feel a deep opening sensation along the spine or temporary reduction in leg tingling or tightness. This is a sign you're relieving pressure and improving flexibility at the same time. Once your body's comfortable moving in a deeper flexed position, we can add a gentle rotational component to help with everyday movements like turning and reaching. That's where the next exercise comes in. Exercise number 5 is seated lumbar rotation with flexion. Now that your spine is moving comfortably in flexion, we add a small amount of rotation to improve how your back handles everyday movements. This exercise combines rounding the lower back with gentle rotation, which can help reduce stiffness and make turning feel easier for people with lumbar stenosis. This movement helps open the spinal joints in more than one direction without putting your back into extension. It's especially useful if twisting or reaching usually triggers back or leg pain. Sit comfortably in a chair with both feet flat in the ground and allow your lower back to round slightly, similar to the previous exercise. Cross your arms over your chest to keep your shoulders relaxed and your movement controlled. Slowly rotate your upper body to one side, staying within a pain-free range. Hold the rotation for 3 seconds, then return to center and repeat to the other side. Perform 5 reps per side for one set, moving slowly and breathing normally. This can be done once or twice a day. You may notice that rotation feels smoother and less restricted than before. This exercise helps improve confidence with movement while continuing to ease pressure on the nerves. After completing this, your spine has been gently mobilized in multiple directions. If you need immediate relief or position to rest in while symptoms flare, the next 2 bonus positions can really help settle everything down. The first bonus exercise is seated forward flexion relief. This position is essentially a seated version of child's pose and is one of the easiest ways to calm back and leg pain from lumbar stenosis. It also works very well as a way to end the routine, giving your spine a chance to settle into a comfortable position. Sit toward the front of a chair and spread your knees comfortably apart. Slowly lean forward, allowing your chest to rest near your thighs. Let your arms hang and allow your head and neck to fully relax. There's no effort here, just breathing and rest. Hold that position for 60 seconds for one set. If it continues to feel relieving, you can stay longer. This can be done once or twice a day, and it can also be used anytime during the day when standing or walking starts to increase back or leg pain. This gentle flexion helps open the spinal canal and reduce pressure on the nerves without requiring active movement. Many people choose to finish the routine here to allow everything to calm down. When you feel ready to come out of the position, slowly sit back up. This seated forward flexion, along with the next bonus exercise, gives you a simple and effective way to finish the routine and let everything settle. The next bonus exercise is for those who feel ready to progress to a floor-based exercise. It's called the 90-90 decompression relief position. I wanted to include this floor option because some of you may already be ready for it, and if you're not, that's completely fine. By consistently doing the seated exercises in this routine, many people naturally build enough comfort and mobility to be ready for this position over time. The 90-90 relief position is one of the most effective ways to fully decompress the lower back. By lying on your back with your legs supported at a 90-degree angle, the lower spine can relax into a neutral position. This reduces pressure on the discs and nerves and allows the tissues around the spine to let go. Many people describe it as a deep sense of relief rather than a stretch. To do this, lie on your back on the floor and place your lower legs on a chair or sofa so that both your hips and knees are at 90 degrees. Your feet should be fully supported and relaxed. Allow your lower back to settle naturally into the floor without forcing it. Place your arms comfortably at your sides and breathe slowly. Hold this position for 5 to 10 minutes. This can be done once a day or anytime you need deep relief. Stay longer if it continues to feel comfortable and calming. If getting down on the floor is not comfortable yet, or if mornings or when your stiffness is worse, you can do a modified version of this in bed. While lying on your back, stack 3 or 4 pillows under your lower legs so that your hips and knees are supported at that same 90-degree angle. The effect is very similar and can be a great way to decompress your spine before you even get out of bed. Whether you finish the routine with a seated relief position or this 90-90 decompression, both are excellent ways to end your session. They allow your spine to fully relax, settle, and hold on to that relief you've created with the exercises. You now have a simple seated lumbar spinal stenosis exercise routine you can use every day, along with 2 bonus relief positions to help finish in a comfortable, rested position. Do this routine consistently and pay attention to how your back and legs respond over time. You can always come back to this video and use it as a daily guide. I would also love to hear from you. Which exercise gave you the most relief? Was it the seated cat camel or the needed chest stretch? Leave a comment and let me know. If you found value in this video, please like and share it with someone who may be dealing with lumbar stenosis as well. And if you want more simple exercises and proven tips to help you feel better, move better, and stay pain-free, make sure to subscribe. I post a new video every week. The next recommended watching is the one where I explain why spinal stenosis symptoms keep coming back and what actually helps long-term. If that sounds like what you're dealing with, go watch this video next.